in there. They're taking every minute of their break, so the down lads were getting a little bit impatient here underneath us. They must have something on this evening up there or something, Casey. They were shouting that they must want to get home.
To get it going anyway.
So, just talking to myself here. I get it. It's 12 points to Down, 9 points to Wicklow. A spirited first half from both sides, to be fair, and Down just pulling away in extra time there, getting 3 points in extra time just to ease them against the wind as well. They'll have the wind in their backs in this second half. Probably has dropped a little bit. The ball is in and the game is on. Ball breaks out. John Henderson picks it up, gets it back to Sean Cranny, drills a long ball down the field. Wicklow now playing into the Herbst end. It's the down back is out in front of Mikey Lee. Mikey tries to win it back, does enough, gets his hurl on it, nearly gets it into his grasp, but it's in the hands of Eamon Cairns. Cairns twists and turns and fires a diagonal ball across over underneath the scoreboard. Andy is in front for this one here. Is he? He does enough. He turns his man. Brilliant play by Andy. Turns and strikes the ball high and strikes it over the bar. I thought for a second that he might go over the goal. I wonders that leg at him, because I think he had a chance to go on for the goal there and he took his point.
He was hobbling out there to the ball. He done well to get to it and win it, and when he turned, I expected him to go, but I think that leg is at him all right, but he took the score. I see Eamon Cairns has started the second half in centre forward on Connor Woods.
Yeah, Gavin Weir's gone to the wing here. The puck out was taken fairly quickly. Went out. It's ended up out over the sidelines. A line ball to Wicklow. First blood to Wicklow there. It's 12 points to 10 here in Ockram. Danny Stan has a line ball. Joe tries to go short and back to Mark Murphy. He pulls on it, gets it back to Danny Stan, and Wicklow again making a little bit of bother for themselves, but they don't need. One-handed swing by the down player there, and Wicklow have a line ball now, and just after getting the Hurley score, Wicklow just want to go about their business now and do the simple things right.
Exactly, it's a good start now, but that's a better one from Danny.
That's a great ball in from Danny Stan, huge ball down on top of Mikey Lee, breaks out. Eamon Cairns rolls it up into the hand in that familiar style of his out as far as Mikey Lee. Mikey tries to keep it in, but it's just gone out over the line there, unfortunately, and a line ball now to Down. A broken start to this second half. Wicklow have narrowed the gap by a point. We're a minute and a half in here. It's 10 points to 12, and again, Wicklow, we said, probably needed a good start to this second half, and they've got a point on the board anyway. It's a huge help. Down to take this line ball now. Oh, big cut, huge cut down the line in as far as Owen Sands. Sands twists and turns. He's 45 yards out underneath stand, coming inside. Lovely strike of the ball. It's dangerous looking, and Martin O'Brien's lost his man. Conor McNally comes out, and if there was a free given again him in the first half, if that's not a free, I'm a good one, but he's got away with it, and Wicklow have cleared their lines down the field. Huge puck as the ball breaks in the half back line. Again, Down have a loose man there. Down seem to have a couple of loose men now. One of them is Paul Sheen, well blocked down by John Henderson. Good play by Henderson. It falls into the path of his clubman Davy Maloney. Maloney back in the corner for a change. Gets the ball out as far as Henderson here. Wicklow, Henderson needs help. Gets it to Mick Mangan. Mangan takes a touch again. Down swarming all over the Wicklow backs, but they do well to work it out as far as Davy Maloney. Maloney, huge ball down the field. In on top of Andy. Andy's all alone up top. Again, he does really well to get the ball. Oh, brilliant pick up. Just falls out of his hand at the wrong time. Eamon Cairns is there to help him. Down, get numbers back. There's a heavy tussle going on. No freeze to the referee. Play away. He must have forgot his whistle at half time, because anything can go here now, and Down work the ball out. This is a good passage of play from both teams. Down storm down the field with the ball, 65 yards out, loose looking pass. Paul Sheehan tries to whip on and gets as far as John Henderson. Henderson drives a long ball into space, but there's nobody home, and Stephen Keith comes out, gets the ball in the 21 and drills it long down the field looking for Ronan Costello, but Peter Keane does well to intercept it, charges forward 65 yards out, gets it into Eamon Cairns. Cairns just doesn't take it at the first attempt, and again Down get numbers back, and it's Connor Wood drills a long ball in front of Owen Sands. Sands out in front of Mick Mangan. Danger here for Wicklow. Block in by Mangan is not enough, and Owen Sands fires this one high and fires it over the bar, and to be fair, it's a good score for Down there after a great passage of play by both teams, Casey.
Yeah, great passage of play there. Owen Sands looks lively now for Down. Look, we just the first touch there from a couple of guys there, we could have got a score at the other end.
Again, Wicklow work it sharp. Mick Mangan tries to get it to Pádraig Dorn. It comes off. Dorn does it. Is it a Wicklow ball or a Down? It's a Wicklow ball. Wicklow get the line ball out underneath the stand there. About 50 yards out. Looked like he was going to take it quick. Opted against it. And again, Wicklow just tried to settle things down. There's a 3-point game here in Ockram. 13-10. It's a low ball across the field from Dorn again. Wicklow lose out though. There's a chance here. It's Jordan Dorn. Dorn strikes the ball on the run. This one's dropping short. It's taken down by McNally. McNally picks it at the second attempt and has a look and fires a pass out as far as Pádraig Dorn. Dorn underneath the stand drills a long ball up the field into the danger area. Andy is struggling on that leg a little bit and Kellen Taggart comes out in front of him. There's too much space there. Andy needs someone in beside him. I know Wicklow are playing against the wind and probably are going with a two-man full forward line, but that space is not helping Andy in there at the minute.
No, well, if you're going to go with the two-man full forward line, you lay it in around the square and not down into the corners, Emmett.
Yeah, that's lay it in on top of him, high in around the danger area, but it's a line ball to down. It's about 47 or 8 yards out underneath the stand at the far side there. Again, a long cut from the down and huge ball in, goes over the head of Sands this time and it's picked up by John Henderson. Henderson charges out with the ball, does really well, gets it to Danny Staunton. Staunton has a look, sidesteps, puts the ball in the hurl and charges to the middle of the field. Hand passes it into Eamon Cairns. Brilliant play there by Staunton, taken by Cairns. Cairns runs straight down into 4 down man, gets the ball back to McCormack. McCormack on his knees, gets hooked and blocked and down of numbers there and a foul then on the down player coming out. And again, it's just a wrong decision, probably at the wrong time. We had a chance there to get forward and now Paul Sheen is going to come back with the wind in his back here and I'd be afraid that he could register here, to be honest.
Yeah, he's a long way out now, Emmett. He'll be a good scorer, but looking at him in the first half, he's capable of it. I think Eamon probably should have had a shot straight away there when the ball was given into him. He tried to take the man on.
Huge puck. It's actually Connor Woods. It's a huge strike of the ball. It's high and it's straight between the posts. It's over the bar. It's a 4-point game now in Ockram. 6 minutes gone in the second half here, and again there's 2 or 3 of those. Two scores there have came recently in Wicklow. It's their own fault, but a high ball down again from the puck out breaks in as far as Gavin Weir, but again the ball hops favourably for the down man. Charging forward there is Matt Conlon, gets the ball off. It's a poor strike though. Wicklow get numbers around it. Eamon Cairns is on it. Cairns just spills the ball out over the sideline. It's a line ball to down. Paul Sheen will take this one. And again, for all in the intensity of Wicklow, it's just they just need a little bit more luck around the breaks. A huge ball in there from Sheehan in as far as Owen Sands. Sands goes inside Mick Mangan. Danger here. Sands fires the ball and fires it to the net past Conor McNally. A goal, and that's the last thing Wicklow wanted. That's the fear, I suppose, at this stage. And all of a sudden, Casey, it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, if anything, we needed a goal at the other end. As I said, when they came out in the second half, Sands has won every ball that's gone in there to him. You know, he looks very, very dangerous there.
He's getting a good quality of ball though as well. It's right in front of him there. That was a great line ball from Sheen. It's a poke out from McNally. Huge ball down on top of Eamon Cairns. Cairns tries to win it, but again it's down. Come away with the breaking ball. Hand pass out as far as Jordan Dorn. Dorn fires the ball down the line. There was a late tackle by Gavin Weir on Jordan Dorn, and Gavin could be in a spot of bother here. Yeah, there was a ref was right on it as well, to be fair. So our referee Chris Mooney gives a yellow card to Gavin Weir there, and it'll be a free to down, possibly from where the ball landed. So it's a chance now for Paul Sheehan to strengthen Down's position here. It's 114 to 10 points. We've 8 minutes gone. Paul Sheen is just right on the sideline, about 42 or 3 yards out here. Right underneath us. We have a great view. Oh, he's pulled it to the left and pulled it wide. Bit of a lay off for Wicklow there. So we have subs coming in here now at the minute. Number 12, Tim Prenter, is coming on for Down. And Jordan Dorn is going off. So pretty much a straight swap, I'd say, there for Down. Wicklow goes short out to Mick Mangan. He spilled it. There's 3 down men around him. He does well to get away. He's at the top of the D. Gets the ball as far as John Henderson. That's good play, Mick Mangan, but it was a problem of Wicklow's own making. And again, they don't win the break around the middle of the field. Down mopping up all these breaks now. Paul Sheen gets the ball in as far as Matt Conlon. Conlon strikes a dangerous looking ball in. Mangan gets out first, but Owen Sands turns him. Danger here for Wicklow again. Chance for Sands. Goal for Sands again. And the floodgates have opened here, and it's not from a rain point of view we're talking. It's 2-14 to 10 points all of a sudden, and for a Wicklow team that should have been level at half time, Casey, 9 minutes later they're in big trouble.
Yeah, we're 10 points down now. It's a huge uphill battle. Like, you've still another 25 minutes to go. Lads have to try and get their heads up.
Have to get their heads up and settle things down a bit. This Wicklow team now, it's in the hands of Michael Hughes here, as I said, downwinning everything around the middle third at the minute. Ball is into the number 17, Pierce McCrickard. He fires the ball high and fires it over the bar, and another score for Down, who are just rattling scores off seamlessly here at the minute. Wicklow need a couple of lads to just stand up and steady the ship now. Conor McNally pokes this one long down the field again. He gets a right good belt ahead against the wind, way into the other half of the field. But again, 3-4 down men around the breaking ball. Eamon Cairns makes his presence felt, gets as far as Owen McCormack. Again, there's a down stick in there, just does enough ball breaks inside as far as the down man, the down cornerback, who is Conor Cassidy, wins a free out there. And again, Wicklow throwing everything they can, but you'd have to probably think now, Casey, as well, if Andy is carrying a knock there, just take him off, get him out of there and get fresh legs in there. You know, you've a condensed league and championship coming up.
Yeah, I agree with you, Andy. You know, you throw Christie in or Mikey Boland or someone in, but that's not the problem at the moment, though. Anyway, with the balls, we're not getting it into. We're not winning anything around the middle of the field, half forward line at all. Eamon's battling away, he's trying to get a but. Other than that, we're not winning anything there. We're not winning the breaks. We're not winning anything.
No, completely all around the middle third, from their 45 to our 45, we're completely gone on a breaking ball, and we're not winning any of our battles, and that's where the problem lies at the minute. So 2-15 to 10 points here. Yeah, so number 20 Liam Savage goes off for Down, and number 7 Barry Traynor comes in. It's a free for Down, right back on their own 21 here. Connor Woods will hit this one. He's having a right good look ahead. He's going to send it a long way down. It'll go right to the top of the D. It'll go right to the 21. John Henderson is back there. Again, Owen Sands is there. Then just Paul Sheehan picks up the pieces. And again, a breaking ball with... Look, we've 4 or 5 white jerseys there, but we've no one getting on that breaking ball. And that's kind of what's killing us at the minute.
Yeah, breaking ball all over the field. Look, Eamon's probably down there. He's trying to put out fires everywhere, I'd say, moving lads around or whatever. Yeah,
it seems that way at the minute. So we've 2-16 to 10 points here in Ockram. Down just easing their way out. Look, I suppose, as we spoke before, this is a Down team that have been Hoffley and Carlow in the last 6 or 8 months, or 10 months or whatever. But these are no shrinking violets, in fairness.
No, they're a decent side. They look very sharp. They look like the team that's done an awful lot of hurling in a lockdown.
Yeah, a lot of hurling in a short space of time. In fairness, we were just looking at them in their warm up there. It was very crisp, and their ball work was top notch, and it's starting to prove so now. As Wicklow struggled to get a score on the board here in the second half, with Danny Staunton again wins dirty ball. 4 men around him though, nowhere to go, and the ball breaks loose and it's out as far as Barry Traynor. Traynor tries to get the ball up. Eamon Cairns is over there, wins the ball. Brilliant play by Cairns, tries to get the hand pass away, does as far as Sean Cranley. He's gobbled up by 3 down men. Down are on the rampage here at the minute now. Davy Maloney tries to stop them going forward, he does. Pádraig Dornan is in there, but again it's picked up by a Down player, and it's back in the hands of their midfielder Donald Hughes twists, turns, has a look, tries to get the ball out. Does Wicklow do well to get numbers around him? They just about get enough. Mikey Lee fires up in the air and lands on the ball, but again it's there. Mikey Lee pulls, a heavy pull from Mikey Lee. You could kind of see that one coming as well, and probably born out of frustration more than anything else. But the last thing Wicklow need now is to be down a man as well as everything else. So we just need, as we said, we need a few leaders and a few cool heads around the field now to try and get the next couple of scores and just steady the ship a little bit. But Connor Woods is lining this one up. He scored one from similar range a few minutes ago. 14 minutes on the clock here. We're getting up near the water break. It'll be be a whistle to Wicklow's ears, this water break, if they can get Wicklow warming 2 subs up here underneath us as well. There's going to be a couple of changes. Connor Woods hits this one, strikes it high and strikes it straight between the posts, and it's 2-17 now to 10 points here with 14.5 minutes gone. Wicklow about to make 2 subs. Jack Doyle is about to come in, and Sean Cranley is going off. And there's 2 more lads ready to go here, so Conor McNally will take this, gets the ball long down the field on top of Eamon Cairns again. Pádraig Doran is under, but again it's a breaking ball that falls to a down man. Danny Staunton gets a stick on it, goes right down the line down. Filter numbers back with Barry Traynor there. Staunton does well to keep hassling, but eventually comes out off the stick of Staunton and goes wide down in the bottom corner underneath the scoreboard. And looking for a handful of Wicklow players still giving everything out there. It's not easy, but there's still lots of time to go here. They need to knuckle down. A high ball in again on top of Owen Sands. Ball breaks in as far as Tim Prenter. Prenter twists and turns and has a look. Oh, it looks good from here. It is good from here. That's a great score from Tim Prenter. It's high and over the bar. 2-18 now to 10 points for this down outfit. Conor McNally again goes short here to Davy Maloney. Maloney twists and turns, down press. Again, that's fire down the line, but there's no Wicklow player reacting. There's only a down player reacting. That down player is Donald Hughes. He fires a high ball in, and Conor McNally seemed to leave it with a down player in behind him. It's gone for a 65, and that's actually a let-off for Wicklow there. I think Conor got his angles a little bit wrong there on that one, Casey.
I think he thought he was a lot closer to the end line than he was.
So Down will have a 65 here now. Paul Sheen will take this one. Mikey Boland is getting ready to enter the fray here for Wicklow. See, the man doing the paperwork is the great Mick Hagan. Down underneath is here. High 65 breeze in his back, but this one has gone to the left of the post and wide, and Christy Morehouse is also going to enter the fray here. We're number 13 and number 15. Looks like
water break.
We're at the water break. No, we're not at the water break. There's Owen McCormick because one of the players gone off, and Mikey Lee is the other. So, and Owen McCormick, I'll just keep the paperwork right for me own notes here. So, there's a lot of scribbles on this page now. A high ball breaks down again. The puck was long down on top of Eamon Cairns. Connor Woods comes out. Woods, there's a late chop there from someone on Connor Woods, and it's a free down, and it's in Connor Woods' territory as well as everything else to make it worse. So yeah, Wicklow just look very flat now, Casey. I know it's not easy when you're what is it, 14 points down, but I suppose you need to be damage limitation now at this stage too. You need to hold your head here now and try and get a few scores on the board and get what you can out of the next probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, like we're 14 points down. Like there's another 15 minutes to go, 20 minutes to go. We're going to have to get some, maybe bringing in a couple of new players. Like have to try and show what they can do now as well, and try and lift the siege.
We have the water break there now, 18 minutes on the clock. So look, as we spoke about, the third quarter burst from Down has really well and truly brushed Wicklow aside here. One score for Wicklow in that second half. We have had 2-5 for Down, so that in itself tells you the uphill task that Wicklow are facing in this last 17 or 18 minutes. But look, they need to get the wagons in a ring down here in this end, and as we spoke about, they just need to weather the storm, I suppose, and see this one out now without too much damage being done here.
Yeah, I see Andy there hobbling into the water break. I mean, if he's injured, he shouldn't be out there. Simple as that.
Yeah.
You get someone out there that's able to move, like. I know there's a bit of a breeze there, Emmett, but we're not winning the ball with other Nobreys out there. We'd be in the same trouble at the moment. We're not winning any puck outs from. We're not winning the breaks. We're not.
Yeah, look at it, you said, like the wind doesn't stop you winning a breaking ball. Do you know what I mean? We're just not getting numbers around the ball. We're not hungry enough. We're not fighting enough for the ball. Like, you know, for probably 10, 12 minutes in that first half, we did that and we got on top.
Yeah,
And
you know, we got the first score at the start of the second half. We had one or two other chances that we just probably overcarried the ball, or you know, but the heads have dropped now. Them 2 goals now have really took the sting out of it, like, you know.
So the Wicklow players in the huddle down are first back out, eager to get the job done and get up the road, I suppose. But Wicklow lads are coming back out here now. Looks like, yeah, I think Andy has gone off, which is, look, Wayne Kinsley's gone in there now instead of Andy O'Brien. Look, like Andy's been hobbling there for 20 minutes there, so as I said, there's a bigger picture to this as well, so puck out now will be Conor McNally. Referee just making sure all the paperwork is in order. Puck is long and it's down on top of Eamon Cairns again. He gets his hurl to a ball, breaks in as far as Pádraig Dorn. Dorn breaks through a tackle chance here, fires the ball outside to Mikey Boland. And is blown for a throw ball. Pádraig is blown for a throw ball just as it looked like we were going to lift the siege a little bit. Be another free for Conor Woods, and he's knocked over a couple of these already. .18 to 10 points here. 21 minutes. Long puck this time. It's dropping a bit shorter though. Dangerous ball in and it breaks. Davy Maloney picks it at the second attempt again. There's a Sierra jersey. Maloney does well again. One of the standout performers today, to be fair to him. But he needs help. There's 2 men around him. Slow to come to his aid, or the Wicklow men. He's on the ground. The ball breaks in. As far as down man here, Davy Maloney's in a spot of bother here. Whatever's happened, he's seems to be twisting in agony on the ground. He looks to be in pain here, Davy Maloney, to be fair, so he's took some heavy treatment there all day. Like, he's not a fella that goes down easy, you know. He's had a few shuddering tackles and he seems to be in pain there, whatever's happened to him, so like it's a hamstring according to the reports we're getting, so that's a blow to Davy Maloney and Wicklow if it's a hamstring injury, because over the course of the last 2 days what I've seen, he's been one of their standout performers, to be fair to him.
Yeah, he's playing well.
Look to be Warren and Kieran Breen up here to be coming in instead of Davy by the looks of things, so this is an indirect free now for down as well, so Wicklow would want to be on their toes here. Yeah, he's being helped from the field. He seems to be in a bad way enough, in fairness to him. That's a pity, because standout performers have been few and far between today, and he has been one of them, to be fair. Kieran Breen, wearing number 18, comes in to replace him. He's been helped to the sideline over there.
Number 2, Davy Maloney, replaced with number 18, Kieran Breen.
Free is taken short, as it had to be, because it's indirect, and it's Kieran Breen astray in with an interception there. Does well enough under pressure again. Lots of down men around. Clears his lines up the field and it's gone to the sideline. Barry Traynor tries to keep it in. He does. Gets it at the second attempt. He's going backwards though. Connor Woods does well. Eamon Cairns is on his case. Again, it's a loose ball inside and charge down the field here. There's danger here. The number 23 is PJ Davison. Chance for him. It's high and it's gone over the bar. That's a great score there by the down man. Again from loose play from Wicklow, and he fires it high and fires it over the bar. And Conor McNally again has a puck out. McNally pucks the ball long down the field. Huge puck in on top of Eamon Cairns, breaks on the 65. Connor Woods gets it. 3 Wicklow men around me, tries to get rid of it. Ball drops to the ground, play away to the referee. Cairns is trying to dig it out there. Numerous bodies. Cairns wins it and wins. He's free. And for a man that's just back in the Wicklow fold, he has done really well, Cairns, today, given everything as he always did. Someone tried to block the free being taken quickly and it's been moved up to a more scoreable position, but yeah, battling away as ever there, Eamon. In fairness, Casey, he's put in a good shift.
Oh, Eamon, for a man that hasn't been playing a whole lot now, he's put in a great shift there. Eamon's tried hard there. John Henderson's mopped up a good lot of ball too, and Danny's tried hard. Young Maloney's been very good.
Gavin Weir stands over this one, just inside the 45-yard line, central enough just to this press box side of the post. He steps up and he strikes it high, and he strikes it way to the left and wide. And after such hard work, that's a pity now because that one's gone a big, and it's 2:19 to 10 points. We've 25 and a half minutes on the clock here. That's including your water break, so we've well over 10 minutes to go. We could have 13 or 14 minutes here. Ball breaks in. It's about 47 or 8 yards out right in front of the goal. John Henderson is on it. John Henderson has it, gets the ball, fires it out to Mick Mangan. Mangan takes a little dummy solo. Referee is calling someone over. I don't know what he's saying there. Was it
a bit knocking the
to the helmet?
To the helmet, yeah.
So it'll be a yellow card to the down player. That down player is the number 12, Tim Prenter. He came on as a sub. He's after getting a great point from play, and now he's got a yellow card. He's doing everything today. Long ball down the field from Danny Staunton. It's way up in the air. It's high down. Wayne Kinsler is under it, but it's broken out as far as the Matt Conlon, the wing back. It's Caelan Taggart, the full back, does really well. Delivers a long ball down the field again. Sands just turns his man. Martin O'Brien's back there trying to flick the ball away from him, but comes in as far as Dahi's hands again. The ball breaks, it twists and turns, his numbers around it. Owen Sands gets it. He heads for the goal with danger here. Kieran Breen stands tall though, does enough to get the ball away. Gets it as far as Mark Murphy, out as far as Danny Staunton. Staunton twists, turns again. He's faced with down man all over his case, fires the ball out to the sideline out to Gavin Weir, but it's gone out over the line. And again, just look, but to be fair to Danny there, when he looks up, there's very few options up the field looking for the ball, you know what I mean? If you don't go high on top of Eamon Cairns, there's no one really showing looking for the ball, and that's where the problems have come from. 2:19 to 10 points here in Ockram with 27 and a half minutes gone. Down in complete control in all sectors of the field. Huge cut there, a massive cut. Oh, it's high and it's over the bar. Danny Staunton done it in the first half, but that's a savage cut over the bar there from, just get his number now in 1 second. I think it's the number 13, is it Oisin McMahon's number 25, Mark Fisher comes on and does that, but down now, rampaging towards the goal from a sharp hook up, fires the ball in, saved by Conor McNally. McNally comes out with this one, hand passes the ball out here as far as Jack Doyle. Doyle picks it up again. There's 2 down men on his case. Wicklow are struggling to clear their own lines here. Jack Doyle has a look, gets the ball to John Henderson. Henderson now charges out with the ball, 2 down men on him straight away. He pops it off to Peter Keane. Keane goes long down the field. A huge puck down against the wind, but again the breaking ball, we don't win it, and it's the down midfielder Donald Hughes drives a long dangerous looking ball down in as far as Tim Prenter. Martin O'Brien is back on it. O'Brien is right underneath the dressing room there down in the corner, fires the ball out to Mark Murphy. Murphy pops the ball off and out as far as Kieran Breen. Breen comes out with the ball, picks it up again. The down men working overtime to try and stop the ball getting up the field. They're doing a good enough job. It's another high looping ball down, hand up by Mikey Boland, completely misses and falls to Caelan Taggart. Taggart. Taggart gets the ball in as far as PJ Davison, who is deemed to have thrown it back to Taggart, and it's a free up, a let off for Wicklow there. Free is taken quickly by Jack Doyle, but it's only as far as the corner back, who's Connor Cassidy. Cassidy has Christy Morehouse on his case, but there's 3 down men there to help him, and Down figure it out and work the ball down the field, and a good ball into space here in front of the newly introduced number 26 is Dahi Sands. He's back on, high ball from Sands, it's high and it's over the bar. And it's a simple game enough when it's played like that, Casey.
Surely is, Emmett. They've brought in a few players as well. They seem to have a strong bench, this Down team, don't they?
Yeah, there's a few lads after coming in there, like taking line balls and cutting them over, and you know, as you said, they seem to have a very good run of players on this panel, but it's a loose pass enough from Caelan Taggart. Danny Ston tried to cut it out, but it's one in the middle of the field there, Down again, just on top of things at the minute. The number 25, Mark Fisher, he has a puck, he has a shot, and it goes over the bar as well, and our bench now is accounting for a huge number of scores here with nearly 30 minutes gone. It's 2-22 to 10 points, and Wicklow are just... they're just trying to hold down the score now at this stage, Casey.
Without him, and anyone that Down seem to bring in are as good as the lad that they're taking off.
They don't seem to be weakening things a whole lot anyway. It's a long puck down on top of that man, Eamon Cairns again, but Connor Woods picks up the break this time. Again, it's that breaking ball is killing Wicklow. It's a clearance from Woods, but it's only down on top of the opposite number 6, this John Henderson. Henderson to Danny Staunton. Staunton whips a long, huge puck against the wind in on top of Stephen Keith. Comfortable underneath it though, catches it and flicks a pass out the field here as far as Mark Fisher got that score a moment ago. He tries to go across field as his midfielder gets a hurl on it there. Donald Hughes picks it up at the second, third attempt, fourth attempt. Nearly he went too low to pick it up though. He has a big long arm, but he went too near the ground, and it's a free to Wicklow for ball being picked off the ground there. 31 minutes gone here, including the water break. Ball is in as far as Christy Morehouse. Christy does really well, twists and turns, and a swing of the hips and a swing of the hurl, and it's high and it's over the bar. That's a good score from Christy. At least it's a score on the board, and it's well worked, better work from Wicklow there. It's a puck out from Down. As far as Matt Conlon in all sorts of time fires a ball down the line here. Again, it's taken down by the down man, Dahi Sands. Sands flicks, twists, turns, he falls to the ground though, and Wicklow just about get enough numbers back there. Kieran Breen is there, John Henderson is there again. That man, John Henderson, out to him and Cairns. Cairns fires a low ball in where Mikey Boland is looking to come. Caelan Taggart has it covered though, reads it and comes out with the ball. Wayne Kinsta trots after him there, and ball is flicked in as far as Donald Hughes. Hughes twists and turns. Cairns is on his case again. Cairns tries to win it back. It's a loose boot thrown ahead by down man. Jack Doyle gets in, tries to win it. 3 down men around the ball again, and it's fired away, and there's a bit of space here, but John Henderson comes to cover. Henderson again does well and gets a one-handed clearance to it out as far as Pádraig Doran. Doran in the middle of the field gets the ball as far as Jack Doyle. He wins a free, Doran, and Wicklow, as I said, are holding out here. They're just trying to run the clock down at this stage. I wouldn't be panicking over this if I was him, to be honest with you. Long puck from Doran, fires it into the corner in on top of Christy Morehouse. Knocked away from there, but Christy does well to get it at the second or third attempt. Looked like his hurl was being held. Again, Down get numbers around the ball, and Eamon Cairns comes in, lifts the ball, and Cairns charges towards the goal. Does really well and flicks the ball high and over the bar. A huge score from the big man, and fully deserved in fairness to him. He's wore a track around this field in Ockram today, and he must have felt at some stages he was nearly on his own, but he's got another score from play. That's his second of the day as far as I know. The puck out was taken quickly. Michael Hughes, long ball down the field. Again, 3 Wicklow men get around it, but Down get numbers there, and Owen Sands, brilliant pick up by Sands, pops the ball out as far as PJ Davison here. Davison fires the ball high and fires it over the bar, and it's an immediate answer. It's 2-23 to 12 points, 33 minutes gone here. As you said, Down seem to have lots of ballers on this team. There's all sorts of numbers in the 20s here, and there's another one of them. It's Mark Fisher. That's his second or third point since he came in.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You know, he's gone to ground here. Peter Keane may have been slightly late in the tackle, was he? No, it's Jack Doyle. Oh, a straight red card for Jack Doyle. I just missed it. I didn't see what happened there, but he must have caught him on the helmet, or he's gone for a straight red. So That's to add insult to Wicklow's injury now. Down to 14 men for the last 4 or 5 minutes of this one. And they're 18 points down as well. A huge puck down on top of, well taken again by Caelan Taggart. Just takes it and marches down the field. Almost unopposed. Ball breaks inside as far as Dahi Sands. Sands takes on Martin O'Brien. Leaves him for dead. Mick Mangan comes across. Fires the ball across. They're lining up over here. Chance for the corner forward, who is Oisin McManus. And he blasts the ball to the net. And that's all too easy for Down. I'm sorry, I know you're a long way behind, but that's a cakewalk.
Yeah, not much can be said there. Emmett, we're going into the next couple of games now. As we have to go down to Kerry. We have to play Offaly. I think Eamon Scallon's biggest job will be keeping lads' confidence levels, focus going into the Christie Ring. That's going to be a job in itself.
Yeah, look at, I mean, it's, you know, as you said, we were probably looking at the middle matches in this Meath and Down, and it hasn't worked out now. You have 2 huge trips away coming to Tralee and up to Tullamore, and 2 teams that'll be vying for promotion as well, you know. So look, you've a lot of work ahead of you, and you know, look, you're playing better teams in this division is the only plus. You're probably dropping back a step. I know Offaly are in the Christie Ring as well, but you're dropping back a step. But as you said, it's confidence now needs to be kept for the Christie Ring and focus.
That's it, like we're in a group with Roscommon, Derry, and you know we can beat either of those 2 teams, and what does it say? It's keeping the focus right now.
So it's another chance for Down to the man that just scored the goal. Oisin McManus takes this one, but he's gone to the right and gone wide with it, and it's now 3:24 to 12 points here. I've just 36 minutes coming up on the clock, so you'd have another half a minute for the water break, and whatever added time there is after that. Some of the Wicklow lads have to suffer out there. Ball breaks in as far as Danny Staunton twists and turns and hand passes the ball into Pádraig Dorn. Dorn solos up to the 45 of the ball, tries to take on the Down man, but that man Connor Woods just stands in his way and takes the ball and fires it down as far as Mark Fisher. Fisher's played really well since he came on. Fires the ball down the line into the Dahi Sands, the corner forward. He does really well against 2 Wicklow men. Sands gets the ball in as far as Oisin McManus. McManus fires the ball high and fires it over the bar, and it's a great score, to be fair, from that area, but Wicklow are just chasing shadows here at the minute around Ockram. Believe me, Ockram is a big place to be chasing shadows in. There's a ball that's short out as far as John Henderson, out to Martin O'Brien. O'Brien looks for a free, gets one. There was a touch of the Oscars about that one from Martin. I think he well and truly bought his free, but the Down man is going to be booked, so Dahi Sands goes into the book here. It'll be a free out to Wicklow. John Henderson will take. 3:25 to Down, 12 points to Wicklow. 37.5 minutes on the clock. Ball breaks inside as Danny Staunton has ghosted in behind, and he's unceremoniously shoved out across the line there. It'll be a free right on the sideline for Wicklow. Christy Morehouse will trot over to take this with 5 minutes of added time as well.
2 gone.
So there was an injury to Davy Maloney, and that there I suppose would have taken up a good bit of time. So Christy has this one. He's just about a yard or 2 in from the sideline. He's about 23 or 4 yards out. Can he split the post with this one? He does split the post with this one. It's a good free from the angle, in fairness to him, and it's high and it's over the bar. It's 13 points to Wicklow, 3:25 to Down. Stephen Keith, captain, again fires the ball out. He just goes a little bit too cute and too hard, and it hops and goes out over the line. It's a line ball to Wicklow. Taken quickly. It's given away though, and the last thing Wicklow need to be doing is making silly little decisions like that. The ball goes as far as Connor Woods. Woods gets to that man Mark Fisher. Fisher fires the ball outside as far as PJ Davis, and he's stopped in his tracks by Wicklow though, and Pádraig Dorn picks up the ball around the middle of the field, gets it, hand passes it out to him, and Cairns, his hurl is held, Dorn's hurl is held, and is a free in. Cairns looks to take, does he? Wayne Kinsley's gone in on the edge of the square. Christie's going to come out. Probably fancies his chances from this way. The wind seems to have swirled around a little bit, so it's not as strong as it was. Christie's about 67 or 8 yards out, just to the right hand side of the middle of the field. Fires this one high. The keeper's watching it the whole way, and it's dropped to the left of the post and dropped wide. Stephen Keith will take this puck out. Drilled out as far as O'Shea McManus. McManus now has drifted way out the field, gets the ball back as far as Matt Conlon. Conlon fires it in. Oh, slick pass and move here from down into the hands of Donald Hughes. Hughes fires one off his left hand side, but it's gone to the left of the post and wide. And again, it's all just very inevitable what's going on here now from a Wicklow point of view. Conor McNally pokes it long down the field on top of Gavin Weir's, just touched away from him by Mark Patterson. Again, good play, and it's into the hands of that big midfielder, Donald Hughes. Hughes fires the ball, but Conor McNally pulls it down from his crossbar. Oh, he fumbled around it a bit. There's danger here for Wicklow. Last thing they need now is another goal, and the last thing to just get away with one there, because I think the umpire was lucky as well. He done a bit of Irish dancing to get away from that one.
I think he should have scored there, Emmett.
He probably should have scored there, and a chance gone a begging for the down man. McNally will take this one. We're well into injury time here. Goes long down the field again. Ball breaks again back as far as Danny Staunton. Staunton wins this one. Fires off a little hand pass as far as Mikey Boland. Boland sets off with the ball. Shows good speed. He's charging in as far as the goal. He's under 14. Chance here for Wicklow. Boland is tackled. Is he fouled? He is, says the referee. We're going to have a penalty here at the end. 41 minutes into the second half. We're going to have a penalty here for Wicklow. Christy Morehouse will surely strike it, I'd say. Wouldn't be, there's no point in binning a lad at this stage, but wouldn't have been deemed to be it.
No, I don't think
there was defenders back there anyway. In fairness,
defenders there, Emmett, yeah.
Christy lines this one up. He's facing Stephen Keith. Chance to put some bit of respectability on the scoreboard. And he hits it high and hits it over the bar. Just gone to the wrong side of the crossbar, but it's over the bar, it's on the board. It's 14 points to Wicklow, 3:25 to down, 41 and a half minutes gone here in Ockram. Surely time must be nearly up. Stephen Keith goes short again, and again down start to build here from the back. It's a training exercise for these lads now as they pick their passes as it suits them. Good play again. The ball is in the hands of Padraig Doran, who is on for down. We've a Padraig Doran on either team now at the minute. And it's a free in which Oisin McManus will take. He'll be about 42 or 3 yards out, about 7 or 8 yards in from the sideline on the press box side here. And say this one could bring the curtain down on a Hall, Casey, I'd imagine.
I'd say this will be the last book of the game, Emmett.
So, Oisin McManus stands over it. Has a good look at what's in front of him. Lifts, strikes, drills it high and drills it over the bar and down. Are doing their score difference, no harm here.
No harm at all when it comes down to promotion.
3:26 to down now, 14 points to Wicklow, and it's all over here in Ockram. The referee from Dublin, Chris Mooney, brings the final whistle to proceedings, and it's not 1 minute early for Wicklow. They're after getting well and truly trounced here in the second half of this one. For long periods of the first half, as we said, unlucky probably to be 3 points down at half time, but Down take complete control in the second half and leave Wicklow probably with a lot more questions than answers at this stage of the game. And as you said, Casey, going forward now, keeping their focus and their confidence is huge for Eamon Scallon. He's a good couple of weeks work on his hands.
He has, yeah. As I say, it's not going to be easy going down to Kerry or Toffoli now, so he's got to keep them going and try and focus on getting the team right for the Christie ring. Look at at the end of the day, Emmett, you look out there on that pitch there in Ockram, there's a lot of things changing in this world with this pandemic things going on, but I said the size of Ockram hasn't changed, and we looked a long way off the pace there today now, you know. So players have to look at themselves as well and get themselves into the right mental frame and the right shape and what have you, because 21 point beating is it's not a nice thing to happen.
No, look, it's not a nice thing to happen, and you know, you've no doubt, but you know, my thing there is when Eamon Cairns can come back in and be a leading light at his tender years of age and come back in with a couple of weeks training and be a leading light, there's, you know, a few lads around him need to pull up their stockings a bit, and that's not being overly harsh, but that's when you're in a county jersey, you have to take the rough with the smooth, and today was just a rough, and it was too rough on many edges. Look, I suppose going forward, 2 big matches now to try and redeem themselves. 2 good matches coming into a championship, to be fair, at a good level. And they'll just have to drive on and try and muster up something and get ready for this Christie ring now.
That's it, like as you say, you've already alluded to it, that you know, you won't be playing the likes of the, I know Offaly are in it, but you know, we probably won't come across a team like the Downs or the Kerrys or in the Christie ring. So just have to see what we can get out of these games and try and form a little bit of pattern of play or whatever, and get the heads up. And it's a different competition, the Christie ring, like.
Yeah, look, we're going to leave you here in Ockram now. As I said, Wicklow well and truly beaten by Down. This is no mixture of a Down team, in fairness. They've beaten Offaly and Carlow in recent times as well. So look, we are where we are at the minute. We're going to leave you here. We'll be back whenever we're playing in Ockram again. I think we have a few weekends away now in both hurling and football, so the football is probably on GA Go as well. So look, we'll be back. We'll be back. Just before we go, the winner Renault the High competition, I nearly forgot. It's for a Renault Captur Hybrid. Tickets are 1 for €20, 3 for €50 or 7 for 100. Great chance to win yourself a brand new car and a great chance to support our local GA with Wicklow there. So we'll leave you to it here. Not good news from Ockram, but look, hopefully things will look up in the future.